But yeah, hey guys, how's it going? We are at the Ritz-Carlton in Bachelor Gulch here in Aspen, Colorado. Actually, it's technically Avon, but it's a few minutes outside of Aspen, and most people know that from movies like Dumb and Dumber. I'm just tagging along on a business trip my wife has taken, and I'm hanging out in the mountains and doing my own thing, making videos. So there's gonna be a few videos coming from here in the Rockies. Oh yeah, I can take this thing off because I'm not around anybody anymore. But today's video is actually gonna be all about how to vlog. And I've wanted to share this on this channel for a while now. So today I'm going to take you on an adventure through. I've shown you a little bit of the hotel here. I always like to start a vlog off with a lot of B-roll or some drone shots or whatnot of where I am to establish where you are. It's a good way to kick off a vlog episode if you're not doing a full day vlog where you're waking up and just documenting the whole day. That's a different style of vlogging. Alright, so throughout the day I'm going to be going around town. I'm going to go into Aspen tonight and explore down there, and we're going to talk more about the techniques that I use throughout this vlog episode on how I vlog and how, in my opinion, vlogging in 2020 should be. Jeez, would you guys just look at this incredible beauty? This is insane. These mountains are massive over there. This is just gorgeous. Like, hiking trails everywhere, pine trees, log cabins up in the mountains, big sky, beautiful blue sky, skiing up that way. Man, this is just awesome. Let me just find a table over here to talk for a minute so we can chat. It's like a pretty good spot. Maybe this table right here will do. Just set the camera down real quick. There we go. And just like that, we found a spot to sit and talk. And I actually just showed you the first way you approach sitting down to talk to the camera. You got to show your sequence of how you're ending up where you are to talk. At least I like to. And that's the more lazy way to do it, where you're just carrying the camera and sort of shooting where you are, what you're going, shooting your feet as you're walking, shooting your face as you're approaching where you're going to go, or saying a quick thing before you're sitting down. That's one way to do it. Now I'm going to show you another. That is the other way to do it. And you see what happened with that one. So adjust my camera real quick. The difference between the first approach of shooting it and the second, in my opinion, is all about whether or not you're locking off the shot or whether or not you're hand holding. If you've got a place like this where there's less people and you've got a little bit of space and reasonable spots to be able to put the camera down, I'll take this off real quick, and reasonable spots to be able to put the camera down to be able to do that sort of a thing, then go for it, because it's nice to interchange locked off shots and handheld shots so that you're not having just shaky footage throughout your whole video. Especially if you're shooting in 4K, the locked off shots really showcase the 4K quality of whatever it is you're shooting, the details in the trees and whatnot. So it's nice to have those shots sometimes. But it is a little more difficult because you got to put your camera down somewhere, you got to have a tripod or something, or a gorilla pod or something to be able to do that with. And then you got to position the camera in multiple spots and walk past the camera. Do it in sequence, so I always like to walk from far away towards the camera, past the camera, turn the camera, and then go back behind the camera again, walk past the camera into the shot and start walking further from the camera. I love that sequence of showcasing moving from one location to another, or at least showcasing as I'm arriving into a location to talk to the camera. That sequence has worked well for me, and it's a quick and easy way to cinematically establish where you are without having to put a drone in the air, without having to bust out a bunch of B-roll or set up a new music sequence for it and everything. So it's nice to be able to do that, and I always like that to be the way I approach into a scene when I'm actually going to be talking to the camera about something briefly. And you can do it with the handheld format too if you just don't have time. And sometimes that's more effective if you're with a group of people or something and it's just you don't want to be the jerk that's, you know, dictating the pace of everything because you're the one vlogging. That's why I also like to vlog by myself a lot, because it gives you more freedom to do that. So that's why I'm so excited about this trip. I get to spend a few days making some videos with no schedule really about what to do. Alright, got my mask back on. Alright, time to meet Brittany for lunch. Wonderful. This will work perfectly. Perfect. Here she comes. This is what kind of tacos? Chicken tacos? And a double patty burger. Looks good. And right now I'm filming on my iPhone because sometimes it's inappropriate to have your camera out, and I know that Brittany likes that.
Thank God.
Holy mackerel, guys, look at this view. Oh, incredible. So yeah, I just left the hotel to go out to film the rest of today's episode, and geez, that view, man, right? Like, come around the corner and bam, there's the Rockies. Incredible. It's just, it like burns my eyes. I'm so used to the flat Florida landscapes. It's like I'm looking at a painting. It's not real or something. Well guys, I'm here at this lake here in Avon. It's pretty cool. Got people paddleboarding and stuff. And geez, look at that view back there, man. Sun setting over the water with the mountains. It's awesome. Yeah, so that's how I like to transition between parts of the day. I like to separate the day with time lapses that allow you to transition, move the day forward, as well as bring you from one place to another in an efficient manner. Let's go find a park bench somewhere and talk a little bit more about that. Oh man, there are a ton of mosquitoes in Colorado. It's actually pretty chilly out here right now. It's like a cool 65 degrees right now. It's not bad. Definitely different than South Florida right now in August. There's zero humidity and it feels pretty good, so it's nice to be talking to you guys in a comfortable, non-sweaty state. Yeah, so as I was saying, out on the dock out there, which had a ton of mosquitoes, that's why I relocated. It's nice when you're transitioning between scenes in a vlog to utilize a combination of time lapses and B-roll shots. And as you can see, before I ended up talking to you on the dock, I did some time lapses to move throughout the day because there was a large chunk of the day where I wasn't talking to the camera or showing anything. So usually whenever there's a big chunk like that, I like to transition out of whatever I shot prior to that into the new part of the day with some sort of a time lapse to show some amount of time has passed by. And usually you don't want to go too crazy with it. You want to do like 1 to 3 time-lapse shots that are back-to-back in a sequence, and it's best to just cut between them. You can do a fade if you really want to overemphasize the fact that you're moving throughout a big chunk of the day, but for the most part, just keep editing quick. I just do quick cuts, and it makes it nice and simple. And then after that, just to transition from me talking on the dock to coming over here to this bench, there was a few B-roll shots of stuff happening around the lake and stuff. It keeps the viewer interested and visually entertained. You know, a viewer's mindset has a short time span before you lose interest, on YouTube especially. You want to try to break up your video into as many chunks as you can and utilize B-roll and time lapses and drone shots and things like that as ways to keep their short attention span appetized, and that way once you get to the meat and bones of the video like this, when you're talking to the camera, it doesn't lose its luster. And that's another big point, depending on the type of vlog you're going for. Sometimes you're just truly documenting your day, like you're on vacation or something, you just want to document you and your family or whatever, doing a bunch of stuff and having fun. And when your action in your day is that jam-packed, you don't really need to have any meat and bones in terms of a topic you're discussing or something in your video to support the structure of the video. Like this today, I didn't really have anything else going on, so the structure of this video is me talking to you about how to vlog. That's why there's large chunks of time in this video where I'm sat down talking to the camera explaining that to you. But in a more action-packed day where I'm doing a lot of stuff, maybe I'm not utilizing this sit down talking to the camera time. You just sort of got to get a feel for how the day is going with what you're shooting, review your footage throughout the day, and just, it's just general sensible practices that allow you to go through the day documenting. Some people say you got to tell a story in a vlog in order to make the video interesting, but as long as you've set out a purpose in the video, it could be something as simple as literally telling your viewers how to vlog like this, and then the story of the video becomes me going through my day and documenting the process of how I vlog and how you can vlog. You could be with your family visiting the Grand Canyon or going to the beach or something, and as long as you lay out a purpose in the beginning of the video, as close to the beginning of the video as possible, it is the grab that allows the viewer to that is tied into what the title of the video is, that will grab your viewer's attention and say, okay, this is the purpose of what's happening. And then the end goal is them learning whatever that purpose is you're teaching or experiencing with you, whatever you're showing them through the day, if it's more of an adventure vlog or something. So, You know, try to always have a purpose to the video. Don't just have a bunch of random shots that are strung together without a real purpose. Try not to have a single vlog episode span multiple days, because that can get confusing. Your clothes change in and out, and people are disassociated with what's going on, and they might lose interest or just be confused. But geez, yeah, it's starting to get a little dark, a little cold, and the mosquitoes are biting, so let's head into town and go grab a bite to eat. Oh, you guys, look, I found this cool place. Loaded Joe's Coffee, Food, and Drink. So that sounds like a winner, so let's head in there and check it out. Well, they were closing for the night, so I guess most restaurants here close at 8 p.m., but let's go try to find something. I will say, though, it's definitely different here because it's Colorado and marijuana's legal, and you can smell people smoking it in all sorts of public places. And it's weird because normally in Florida, that'd be illegal. Well, guys, pretty cool room card. I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, so everything was closed restaurant-wise. Like, I guess I spent too much time vlogging and not enough time looking for restaurants. Everything closes early now because of COVID. I ended up having to just settle for Burger King. Ugh. But it was the only thing that was open. So yeah, that didn't really denote filming any B-roll of Burger King. Back at the hotel now, obviously. Got here with my nice fireplace in the room. But so just to sum up the rest of the video, to round out the purpose of the day with teaching you guys at least my philosophy on how to vlog. The last piece of the puzzle having to do with vlogging, that is almost the most important piece of the puzzle, is your on-camera presence and your ability to capture yourself naturally. You know, all of the tips I've given you so far about how to transition through parts of your day and how to document that, how to start your video off, all of that sort of stuff are all good and dandy. But if you suck in front of the camera, if you don't have any character or any conviction or passion or excitement or any of those things with how you're talking or how you're trying to convey your message to your viewer, your video is just not going to be any good. And that on-camera presence is something that takes some time to develop, because it's weird. Like right now I'm sitting here in my room by myself. I'm talking to a lens. Like I can see my reflection in the front of the glass. I can also see my actual shot over here on the display of my camera. You know, it's weird. I've got this big puffy microphone above it, and you spend all this time getting the shot ready, and you're worried about the technical aspect of making sure it all looks good and is set up right. Then you sit down in front of the camera and you have to like resume your on-camera presence and have it be fluid throughout the day. And that's the major challenge of vlogging, is transitioning between production crew member and on-camera personality while also still being true to yourself and not being fictitious or fake or just not who you really are. The best way to create long-term subscribers, I've mentioned in some other videos that there's about 150 to 200 of you guys that watch almost every video I upload, no matter how long it's been between uploads or what. That's by YouTube numbers very small, but for me, when I think about it, you know, standing in a room of 150 to 200 people that will listen to what I have to say every time I talk, that is powerful. That is so cool. And when I keep that in mind, you know, I'm not talking to a lens. I'm not sitting here by myself in this room. I'm sitting here with you guys in the future when you're watching this. If you keep that mindset, it helps you be yourself more. It helps you talk to the lens better and, you know, project your voice as if I'm talking to a person right here. It helps a lot with being able to convey your message in the right way. And so if you can manage to do that and practice, you know, take your camera out, even take your phone out if you don't have a camera yet and you're wanting to start vlogging or experiment with vlogging, take your camera out and just start talking to it and get a feel for what it's like to do that, and then play it back, see how you look and sound, because I bet the first few times you're going to do this, you're going to talk to the camera and you're going to think, I probably did pretty good. Then you're going to watch it and you're going to be sitting there, hi, my name is Chad and today's vlog is about, and you're going to be like, what? I thought I was being super bubbly. And you have to almost sort of amp it up a little bit. Whatever you're feeling or trying to convey in your video, you have to sort of add a little bit of icing to the cake there to push it. And for me, it's a little bit of hand motions. I like to point at the lens when I'm doing something specific. I like to, you know, have deep inflection in my voice when I'm trying to convey a message, or, you know, when something's happening that's crazy and I'm filming it. Be yourself, but wear your emotions on your sleeve when you're being an on-camera person, because if you're a monotone, sort of stoic person on camera, It's just not going to convey well to the viewer. And that takes time. It takes time to work on that. So, and once you hone those skills, use the other things I've mentioned in this video today from the production standpoint and the planning standpoint of how you piece a vlog episode together, and you'll be able to start creating some pretty cool videos. And the benefit of doing this, once you get fairly good at it, and I've been doing this YouTube thing for a couple of years now, and the benefit is I can go back on my channel and watch videos of me and Claire during COVID quarantine, going off to Lake Okeechobee to get out of the house for the first time in weeks, you know, and I get a snapshot into what that day was like in that time of my life. That is unlike any memory you can have stored, and unlike any story that can be told verbally. You know, it's honestly better than any picture you go back and see in Time Hop or on Facebook Memories and all that. Like, you know, a vlog episode, while it's cool to put some of your life out there and share that with people and get the feedback and all that, and that's all fun and dandy. For me, I love that years from now I'm going to be able to go back and look at these memories, these in-depth memories that really do the best job of capturing what your life was like in that moment of that day, in that time. That is what makes me excited about vlogging. And that's what makes me feel like it's genuine for me to be doing it. I'm not doing it just for the reaction from people. I enjoy the feedback with that. I'm doing it for me and for my family and for, you know, the memories that I'm making, because it makes me want to make more memories and to do more fun things that are memory worthy. Yeah, so I hope this video has been useful to you guys. It's been a little all over the place throughout the day, but I hope you've got the message, and if you're thinking about ever vlogging, I hope this was helpful. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Later.